Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy CMB checking in. First of all, let me say happy Monday to all the boxing fans out there around the world. We're only 2 days away from Christmas, guys, so if you do celebrate the holiday, I want to wish you guys a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Now, I want to talk about Oleksandr Usyk and Daniel Dubois. Now, you guys know this past weekend, Oleksandr Usyk was successful in defending his WBC, WBA, WBO title against Tyson the Gypsy King Fury. He won by unanimous decision, putting on an excellent performance. Some of you guys know I was rooting for Tyson Fury. I actually picked Tyson Fury to win because of his physical attributes that he possessed on top of his skill set. I thought both of those guys had a tremendous skill set. I just thought that if Fury made a few adjustments that he would be able to get that win. And it didn't happen. And I think a lot of that, the extra weight coming in at 281 played into Fury's demise, with Oleksandr Usyk being, quite athletic, the faster fighter, the better counterpuncher. Yeah, that weight really played against Tyson Fury in that fight, but you got to give Usyk all the credit in the world. He came up and did the unthinkable. People just didn't see it coming, but Usyk is that guy now. He's the guy to beat at heavyweight, and I think he's an absolutely outstanding fighter in my opinion. Now, after the fight, of course, Daniel Dubois, who is the IBF heavyweight champion of the world, he gets into the ring and he says that he wants his revenge. I want my revenge. And then he proceeds to congratulate Usyk, and they shake hands, and Usyk obliges him by saying, yeah, let's make the fight happen. Now, I looked at this video on other channels, of course, after watching the fight, and I kind of peeked into the comment section to see where people's minds were at about this. And I saw a lot of people saying that it was disrespectful for Daniel Dubois to get in the ring and say that he wants his revenge. And I'm just kind of shaking my head at it because I'm thinking to myself, are these guys even boxing fans? I mean, what exactly do you want? You have the guy who is the IBF champion. You have Oleksandr Usyk, who's a 3-belt champion, hyping up a undisputed matchup. That's what we want to see. The best fighting the best. And you guys have a problem with it. I just don't understand that. Now, I will say this. That he has a big fight. Daniel Dubois has a big fight coming up in February against Joseph Parker. Now, Joseph Parker is one fighter that you do not want to overlook. He's coming off of 2 big wins, of course. One over the former WBC heavyweight champion, the Bronze Bomber Wilder. And then he defeated the hard-hitting Big Bang Zhali Zhang. So, he's a guy you don't want to overlook. He has a great skill set, and I think you want to be 100% focused on a fighter like Joseph Parker. But Daniel Dubois, let's say he gets past Joseph Parker. That is the fight to make. Usyk versus Daniel Dubois for undisputed. And I just don't understand, I guess some people, they may like a fighter so much that anything else another fighter does, it just gets up under their skin and they just find it disrespectful. But it's boxing. It's about the best fighting the best competition fighting the best competition. And yeah, it's going to be a lot of bravado, and people are going to get in the ring and call people out or call people out on social media. Why do you guys have a problem with that? I don't understand that. Maybe somebody can let me know in the comment section, where was it so disrespectful to get in the ring and call out the unified champion when you're a champion and you want that spot? So let me understand that. And of course, let's look at Daniel Dubois' record here. He's 22-2. Of course, he had that one loss to Usyk. No, he had 2 losses. One to Usyk, and I think it was Joe Joyce was his first loss. Now, after the loss to Usyk, which was controversial in a lot of people's eyes, some people think that when he dropped Usyk, that he should have won that fight. Some people were saying that it was a low blow. Some people saying that it shouldn't have been ruled a low blow and he should have got the win. I'm in the camp. I believe it should not have been ruled as a low blow. I think Daniel Dubois should have got his hands raised in the fight. But, you know, that's my opinion. I know some of you guys may differ with that. Now, after that, you know, of course, he had to kind of rebuild himself back up, you know, get his confidence back up there. He faces Jarrell Miller. Tough fight with Big Baby Jarrell Miller. He stops Jarrell Miller. He stops him. Then he goes on to fight Filip Hrgovic. I think it was the IBF title that was vacated, of course, by Oleksandr Usyk. Tough fight for Dubois. I thought he took some unnecessary punishment in the fight, but he got the job done. And I think both of those fights gave him the confidence to face one of the biggest heavyweight fighters on the planet in Anthony A.J. Joshua. Now, I talked about that fight, the build up to that fight. People gave me a lot of shit for it because of, you know, me criticizing Anthony Joshua, but Daniel Dubois went on to defeat Anthony Joshua. I picked Anthony Joshua to win. I kind of criticized him for the, you know, the face-off thing, but I picked Anthony Joshua to win, and Daniel Dubois upset the apple cart. The confidence was there, the skill set was there, and he's a young, hungry lion. So I think next to Oleksandr Usyk, he is, you know, the man. He is the next guy. He is the next guy, in my opinion. Now, in a second fight, I don't know what's going to happen. To me, it's one of those fights where I wouldn't say it's 50-50. I would say that Usyk does have a better skill set. I'm going to say something like 60-40, but you never know what can happen, because here you have a guy who's young, he's hungry, he has a lot of confidence, he's a champion, and he wants your spot. You know, he may work harder than you to get there. You just never know, but it's boxing, guys. It's supposed to be exciting. We're supposed to be excited about these fights, and thank God that we have Turki Usyk putting these fights together, or we probably wouldn't never get these fights. It would always be some obstacle in the way. Now the money's there, you know, Turki Usyk can make the fights happen. The fans are happy, the boxers are happy. We're happy all the way across the board. But I just wanted to give my 2 cents on that, because I just found that puzzling, that people were complaining that a fighter gets in the ring and confronts another fighter to challenge another fighter for the titles. But you guys let me know what you think about it in the comment section. Did that, you know, upset you that he got in the ring? You think people are just being a little bit too sensitive? Do you agree with me? You guys let me know how you feel about it in the comment section. It's the CMB. I'll talk to you guys in the next one. And I'm out. Peace.